Friends, I am here to talk about insects, and I have 7 points to make so you can count them off. 1. Timing. Insects evolved some 300 million years ago. We, human beings, Homo sapiens, we evolved some 200,000 years ago. Our civilization evolved about 10,000 years ago. Pesticides evolved about 100 years ago. And the general realization of what we are doing to insects evolved about 2 years ago. 300 million years, 2 years. Work it out. Number 2, insects are massive. They are massive. They form 1/2 of the animal biomass on the planet. 1/2. That is, that if you look around you, biomass is just the weight of any species. You look around you, each of us has got twice as much heaviness of insects on the planet. They are 17 times bigger than us, because we only form 0.06 of a gigaton, and insects form 1 gigaton. So they're 17 times bigger than us. Point 3, insect populations are declining. The insect biomass is falling by about 2.5% a year, which means that if we carry on as we are, when we get to 2100, there will be 0 insects on the planet, unless we take action and governments take action. This is carried out by numerous scientific papers, which have found that 75 fall in insect biomass in 27 years, 45% in decline in populations in 40 years, 78 to 98% loss of biomass in 36 years, 40% of species may be at risk of extinction within a few decades, 30% of insect species are endangered, 100 insect species are already known to have become extinct already. Point 4, controversy. There will be controversy. There always will be controversy. The pesticide mega corporations will fight back, just like big tobacco and big oil, to defend their profits. They will attack every single scientific paper, any fact that we bring forward, any statement that threatens their business model. But we have something on our side. We have citizen science. The young among us may not remember what we old crumbly people remember, that in the summer, if you drove your car for about 50, 60 miles, you'd have to stop and wipe the windscreen and wipe the headlights because of all the dead insects splattered on the windscreen. This is called the windshield effect. And it is not just due to the fact that modern cars are more smooth now. It is an actual fact that we can perceptibly see there are less insects in the air we drive through. We know they're insects. We've got the windscreen effect. Citizens Science tells us that. There is no doubt. So insects are declining. What are the causes? The main causes are habitat loss, pesticides, climate change, and introduced species. Point 6, what will happen if insects go? I haven't got time to go into the ecological effects, but I can tell you that we're going to be hungry. 75% of our food crops require pollination, and these crops, in fact, are the ones which carry micronutrients. Things like potatoes, make your chips, they don't need insects, they just pollinate by wind. But the good green vegetables actually need insect pollination, and we could lose that. That would be major. So, what can we do? Point 7. First thing is we can get angry. Second thing is we can get educated. Third thing, we can rethink agriculture. Fourth thing, we can protect and create habitats. Fifth thing, we can fight climate change. And sixth, we can reduce pesticides and insecticides. We can start in our local garden centres by taking pesticides off the shelves and handing them back to management with a request that they're kept under the counter. And also, we can press government to set up an action plan for insect population and insect protection. In conclusion, the great biologist E.O. Wilson once said that if mankind disappeared from the earth, biodiversity would be restored after a few thousand years. If insects disappeared, he said, the environment would collapse into chaos. We don't want that to happen, do we? Should we just ask our MPs nicely to protect us, protect our insects? Well, we should do that. We should write to them. But that's not enough. We should ask them assertively, in a rebellious, non-violent way, to protect our insects. Thank you for listening.